The following episode contains scenes that some listeners may find upsetting. A full list of content warnings can be found in the show notes.
I had found the best breakfast in town.
Kane Feels, Daytrippers, Episode 2, What?
Ah, you're back.
I'm back.
Did you bring your appetite?
I did.
And your wallet?
That too.
Good. You go find your table and I'll bring you something good to eat.
The Flying Horse Cafe and Bistro was the best greasy spoon I'd found within 4 square miles of this town. You could always rely on rubbery rashers, half a wilted tomato, solid toast, and freshly burnt filter coffee straight from the pot. Other than the staff, the only person in the cafe was sat in the booth in front of me. Shoulders rigid, collar rigid, exuding an air of rigidity. The fact that he chose the booth in front of mine wound me up no end, as I'd chosen this booth as a valuable vantage point. From my foam-stuffed pleather seat, I could see the whole diner and wait for someone to come in. Any day now, I knew...
So, you here for much longer?
No, I go back to London today.
Ah. Well, have you enjoyed your stay in Twomy St. Dunstans?
Yep, saw some sea, ate some chips, all around good sort of general vibe.
Well, thank you, Hann. Hope you found what you're looking for.
What I'm looking for?
Nowadays, the only time I feel the liberty is when I'm streaming. All day staring at a computer. I like to get home and stare at a computer. I have an emulator for an obscure Japan-only puzzle time game called Yellow Sign Block by a short-lived Hodgson division, Hastersoft. It's randomised, so I play it each night trying to break my PB with different controllers. I don't get a lot of views, but it's not even about that. On the streaming front, I've had a little uptick recently. I think some crowdfunding is going into a Yellow Sign remake or a spiritual successor. I spent my last month's overspill money on the new mic, one directional enough to block out the sound of the sea. I have a face cam, but it's not right for the setup. I don't know. I bought it because it was reduced. I don't know what stream I'll do to use it. Maybe to get the tiger suit. Nice to have. It's weird with the colour. In the feed, there's a purple pinky light coming from the window behind me. But I can't see it. Only digitally. 12 people. Good enough. Time to match some symbols. I keep having a nightmare in which the fibre optics we've been working on, programs to help for the telecoms, is stretched out in front of me. It's not a series of lines and channels. It's not a railway. It's a web. Asymmetrical and covered in dew like a real web, drawn between two posts in a misty morning, spreading out as far as I can see. And the scary thing is,
Riz,
yes, Bossman.
have you got a list of the airbugs from QA? Someone is having trouble with repeatables.
No problem. It's on Slack.
Cool. I think Unit 4 is dead, by the way. Open the bios or spoil its hardware.
Shame.
Before I go, I caught your stream last night.
What, really?
Yeah, I used to be super into like Puko and Tetris Attack, so I'd heard of Yellow Sign Block, but only seen snippets.
Do you want me to link it to you? I've got on a online drive now.
Ah man, it looks hard. I've got a different streaming service to suggest though. People who'd be way more interested than just getting lost in the big service. I mean, people just watch MOBA games on that now.
A good simulcast. What's it called?
He ran on IRA. Wait, I'll just link it to you. It's good. Really good community there. Surprising number of us.
Puzzle games?
Yeah, puzzles, point and click. Even like IRL puzzles with face cams and stuff. I don't turn on the telly when I get in. I just see what's on there and leave it on.
Nice. I'll have a look.
Cool. Yeah. And send me that thing for repeatable.
I keep having a nightmare in which the fibre optics we've been working on, programmed to help for the telecoms, is stretched out in front of me. It's not a series of lines and channels. It's not a railway. It's a web. Asymmetrical and covered in dew like a real web, drawn between two posts in a misty morning, spreading out as far as I can see. And the scary thing is, they're like a real web. The vibration is information, moving to and fro, communicating to some spider. It makes me sad. 'Cause I know it's my bankrupt mind making sense of the internet. But I'm waiting to see that.
They're an idiot.
Tank top Mohawk or Ferrari guy?
Tank top Mohawk. What should I do?
Ask them directly.
But they should just know. They should know they make my heart, like...
You mean skip? Like,
If that means... then yeah.
I mean, this is clearly quite a serious case of it.
Right? And
Yeah.
they don't see that.
Well, then clearly they're an idiot.
That I believe. What about your idiot?
My idiot.
Yeah. Have you heard anything from Kane?
Nope.
And have you decided if you're gonna keep the flag?
No.
Come on, Brute. You have to decide. You can't just sit around.
Can't I though? Please, can I just sit around?
No.
Can I at least wait until the show's finished?
No.
Before I do it.
No.
That's a whole call.
You have to go right now.
There's a whole call I gotta make. I don't want to make the call. Can I not just astral project my way to the landlord.
No, get up!
Fuck,
Get
okay,
up!
fine.
Get up!
All right,
up!
all right,
up!
all right. I had found the best breakfast in town.
Ah, you're back.
I'm back with a vengeance.
Did you bring your appetite?
I did.
And your wallet?
That too.
Good, good.
Ooh,
Thanks.
nice shot.
Sit down. I'll get your order.
I didn't order any. The Flying Horse Cafe and Bistro was a strange little diner in this strange grey town. Old tin signs hung the wall as if they were printed yesterday, advertising coffee for $0.10 a cup. Cartoon women with enamel teeth and brassiers you could cut your palm on stared intensely at the patrons, daring them to live a vision of happiness worth pursuing. I watched a young woman in a hoodie make eye contact with one of the posters like 3 times over the course of eating my vulcanized sausages. The rigid man bore a hole into the small of my back with a stare when I was grabbing a Danish. I felt like I recognized him, but I can't quite place him. Maybe he's the guy I'm looking for, but I'd probably know if he was the guy rather than being vaguely sure. You don't just forget who you're waiting.
So, are you here for much longer?
No, I go back to London today.
Wow, have you enjoyed your stay in Twomy St. Dunstans?
Yup, I paddled in the shallows, disturbed a hermit crab, took in the general vibe.
Well, thank you, Hann. Hope you found what you're looking for.
What I'm...
The girl from the fast food shop asked me to a party today. I said no, but I'm not sure why. I thought about it for a bit, and I don't know if I remember the last time I went to a party. The girl joked about how maybe I'll get a fairy godmother to make it to the party. That was actually not too far from my hope. My melancholy seems to be affecting the world around me. Or is that simply perspective? The sky is greyer. The sea is greyer. I took the long way home and found a sparrow, attacked and dying, singing a panicked squeak on the side of the road. I thought of the princesses and the nursing and realised I knew nothing. For all my fantasies and all my dreams, I knew nothing of how to help this little soul. I took it gently into my hand and placed it into the hedgerow. Cleared out the thorns and wept the way home.
Oh my god, he's doing more crap than you do.
This isn't even my room, man.
Oh, look, what's this?
I'm sure it's important. Probably.
What does he need this for?
It's for a spell or a component or a you know.
Oh,
Magic.
look at this.
There's a whole bunch of South African currency.
Brutus, check this
what?
out. Oh, look. I found his diary.
I don't know if you should just open it like that. Like, I don't know if there's... What?
I am the Yawning Man. I am the sleepless man. I stand on guard with tongues in hand. Oh, Deauville! Do you not know your foe? Do you not grieve that you met me? Aquinas would have let you off easily. Your silken words and honeyed tongue may sway the lesser of the clergy. But a silversmith would not let that fly, and the abbot would not let that fly, and the bishop would not let that fly, and the archbishop would not let that fly. To hear is to imagine, and to imagine is to see. But I am skilled in making a picture and forming letters. You will have no business in this land. You will have no business in this parish. While I have tongs in hand, while I'm the sleepless man, while I'm the yawning man.
I got hit by a car.
What?
Yeah.
Why? When?
I mean, I don't remember, because I got hit by a car. It was like a while back, but that happens.
Look, why does he talk about grace? Here, see?
Oh.
Look, here again. Who is that?
No idea. Not really. I don't know who that is.
That's suspicious.
Very suspicious. Maybe it's his boyfriend. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm taking this diary.
No, you can't take his
Yes,
diary.
I am taking it.
You're not allowed to take his diary.
It's awesome.
Jennifer, you cannot take the man's diary.
I love it.
No,
It's my
don't
night
do
read.
it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Mate.
Come on, we're doing.
Oh my god. Steal that
Howard.
money. I had found the best breakfast in town.
Ah! You're back.
So I am.
Did you bring your appetite?
Seems like it.
And your wallet? Disgusting abomination!
But only like 5 millimeters of abomination.
Sit down.
The Flying Horse Cafe and Bistro had become a regular feature of my long weekend, and I was quickly running out of menu items to try. The coffee slinger came over with a plate containing 7 slices of circular black pudding and a china ramekin of half-heartedly heated Heinz beans. The pudding started to bleed, a brownish crimson, pooling around the base of the bean bowl, moating it off, and a coffee to match. As the dreaded coffee slinger slung the dark brew in my direction, I did not want to look directly at it, to drink it, to think about it. It was so dark. So dark. So dark I wanted to twist away from it. This looks horrible.
So are you here for much longer?
No, I go back to London today.
Sure you do. Well, have you enjoyed your stay in Twomy St. Dunstans?
Level with me. Is this really the best breakfast in town?
Yes.
That's disappointing.
Well, thank you, Hann. Hope you found what you're looking for.
What I'm... There's a fly in my coffee.
Drink it.
I...
Drink it.
No.
Drink it.
I don't know why I did that.
Perhaps you'll die.
maybe if I take this herringbone and attach it to this stick and wave it around my head and find the things. But something needs to change. Is it just structure for the sake of structure? Is there any point to any of these things? Did we just get lucky? Is there some sort of schism? Can you ascribe love to a creature with no such concept? Can we truly love a cat? Or a dog? Or a scorpion? Will it not sink you as you go out to the light? The light, the light. Something needs to break the cycle. Something, a confrontation, maybe? A dirge? Is it a dirge? Is it a dirge? Dirge.
Soups. Mock turtle soup. 1 calf's head, juice of half a lemon, carrot, turnip, 2 onions, 1 stick of celery, 2 quarts water, 1 ounce of corn flour, 2 tablespoons sherry, salt and cayenne pepper. Wash and blanch the head by covering it with cold water and bringing it to the boil. Chop it in pieces and put into pan with the bouquet garni, ham diced small and water. Bring slowly to the boil, skim and simmer gently for at least 2 hours. I take the time to forge Timothy's signature on the mortgage today. He says we can't afford it. He has no faith in me, in my cooking. I had to beg him to invite the regional manager around for supper, and I have never begged for anything. If he was smarter, he'd know that I was a sure bet. His brain is good for nothing. Ding! Then take out the head and simmer the peeled and cut up vegetables in the stock for 2 hours. The parasite I call my daughter Samantha comes home again, like she can't take the hint. She skulks up to her room to play records. She says I'm too controlling. I say she's never strived for anything. Like our choice to foster was a happy ending, not a new beginning. But what do you expect when you take in strays? After all I've invested in her. Ding! Strain, leave till cold to remove all fat from top. Finally, reheat the stock. Thicken it with the corn flour made into a paste with a little water. Add sherry, lemon juice, salt and cayenne and serve garnished with little cubes of meat from the head. Delicious. After dinner, I tell them about the mortgage. And I tell them what I really think of them. Samantha leaves the room in tears. Timothy locks themselves in their study. They don't say a word about the soup.
I found the best curry house in town.
Hello and welcome to the Balti King, home of the best Baltis and Twomy St. Dunstans. Come for the large availability and stay.
Is it more?
What do you want?
What do you have?
There's the big Balti, the big bad Balti, the full Monty Balti, the bullseye Balti, the seaman Balti, the bulldog Balti, Beth the Balti, bring back the Balti, locked in Balti.
What's in the full...
Tuna and pineapple.
Tuna
Did I stutter?
The United Kingdom leaves the European Union in an orderly fashion with a deal. And that the deal we've negotiated is the best and indeed the only deal available. Mr. Speaker, I would like to set out briefly how the government means to proceed. 2 weeks ago, I made a series of commitments from this dispatch box regarding the steps we would take in the event of this House rejected.
Is there nothing I can do?
Unless you can fix Brexit.
I could give you a ride to the airport.
You really are the worst named man in the world, Brutus.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just keep in touch, okay?
Okay.
And fix your government.
Okay.
And let me know if you find out more about...
Grace. I found the best breakfast in town.
Back.
Grace.
Hungry?
Grace.
Sit.
The sugar packets contain salt. The decor is hideous. Everything here is welcoming, satisfying, placating, and I can feel it melt my will. It'd be just so easy to give in and...
Excuse me.
I looked up. I saw the rigid man stand over my table, as if hewn from legalese and jargon, immovable, impenetrable, and looking right at me. Can I help you, sir?
The sugar. The sugar. The sugar! The sugar! Pass the sugar! Please! God, please! I'm begging you, pass me! The sugar! It's so bitter! It's all so bitter! Muddy and black and scalding hot! Burnt and rotten and grown in dark holes! Without light! There is no light! The sugar! Death is saccharine! Death is dirt! Death is that funny fructose aftertaste! I need sweetness! I need crystals! Give it to me! Brutus! Give me the sugar! Thank you.
It's nothing.
Thank you.
It's nothing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
It's nothing.
thank
It's nothing.
you.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Thank you.
It's nothing.
So, are you here for much longer?
No, I go back to London today.
A few more days. There are still things I have to do.
Well, have you enjoyed your stay in Twomy St. Dunstans?
I have hated every moment of it.
I have hated every moment of it.
Well, thank you, Hann. I hope you found what you're looking for.
What I'm... The rigid man collapsed, jerked forward into his coffee, spilling it. His blood and his coffee mingled and slopped onto pristine white floors, staining it a crimson brown. I looked up at the coffee slinger, but they weren't there. Standing behind the counter stood a figure, dark, silver, green, and glowing, and I recognized him. Kane?
Feels?
What the fuck?
You've been listening to Kane and Feels, Daytrippers. Written by Jack Fitzpatrick and Oliver Morris, directed by Jude Hodgson Hann, with production and sound design by Jude Hodgson Hann and Oliver Morris. Small Vacation was produced by Aurist, with other music production by Oliver Morris. The cast in order of appearance was Oliver Morris, Jack Fitzpatrick, Phoebe Joy, George Ofori-Addo, Greg Lass, Tereza Duskova, Beth Eyre, Umnia El Neal, and Dave Pickering. If you desire to hunt us down, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter and Tumblr at Kane Feels. We have a Patreon, where you can access our official Discord, where we play Disco Elysium, as well as gain access to exclusive material and us generally fucking about with stuff. Kane Feels is a Skadi's Symphony production.